dual cab four-wheel drive of the year competition. We've got 4 of the favourites that we've chosen: the Ford Ranger, the Mitsubishi Triton, the Suzu Gmax, and the old favourite, the Toyota Hilux. All of them dual cabs, all of them 4x4s, all of them diesels, which is what most families will go for a recreational vehicle, and that's what we're aiming for here. Not what the tradies want to buy, but what a family would buy for a recreational vehicle off-road. So we'll put them through a bit of their paces, a bit of sand work, a bit of track work, on the road. We'll go for a drive now and see what they like. Let's have a look at these cars individually now. First up, we've got the Toyota Hilux SR5. It's recently had an upgrade with a heap more airbags in it for the 5-speed auto, and that is more expensive than any other car here. One downside of the Hilux is it will only tow 2,250 kilos, whereas the others will all tow 3,000 kilos. So in the recreational vehicle market, that is a bit of a negative towards it. But other than that, it is typically Toyota. Reliability, it's like wearing a pair of comfortable jeans as soon as you jump in it and drive away. Let's now have a look at the Ford Wildtrak. This is the top of the range Ranger, which is above the XLT. It has 18-inch lower profile tyres. It's got leather inside and a bunch of goodies inside, which sort of adds to the value. It's also got a roll-back cover for the ute back, which is good and not so good because it does limit what you can physically put in there, but it is lockable, so that's an advantage. This has the lowest power at 115 kilowatts, but the highest torque at about 380 newton meters. It comes in slightly higher at about 2,000 revs, but still it's quite tractable in terms of its driving ability. One thing I don't like about this is it's got just a straight 5-speed automatic. So it's no Tiptronic, and it's got an umbrella handbrake, which people like, people dislike. I happen to dislike them. It does have electronic selection for low range, which is an advantage. This comes in at around about $50,000, manufacturer's list price. Next up, we have the Suzu Gmax Ls, which is their top of the range. The particular one we have is a 5-speed manual. This has now got 16-inch alloy wheels. It pumps out about 120 kilowatts, about 360 newton meters of torque, at around about 1800 revs. And it really is an under-stressed motor. It just bots along easily. Of the 4 vehicles here, it probably has the lowest ground clearance, which is not helped by the 16-inch wheels, where the others have 17-inch and 18-inch wheels. But it does have a cover for the tray, and while it has a lot of features, it does have electronic selection of low range. While it has a lot of features, it's probably at the lower end of the feature market in terms of the 4 vehicles, but it also only costs $45,000 for the top of the range in automatic version. So it is excellent value for money. Next up, the Mitsubishi Triton GLXR, priced at around about $50,990, which is the same as the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. It's a 5-speed Tiptronic auto. It is about 131 kilowatts, coming in at around about 4,000 revs, so it's fairly high, but it's 350 newton meters of torque at around about 2,000 revs. The automatic has less than the manual. The manual has 380 newton meters of torque, so they drop it down for the auto. It's got 17-inch alloy wheels, the ute tub liner, They've all got side steps. Inside's typical Mitsubishi. It has the Super Select shift on the fly four-wheel drive. Very comfortable front seats. Probably got the most rear travel in the driver's seat of all the four vehicles. It's got centre cup holders, plus also door bins and bottle holders. Features I like about this is it does have controls on the steering wheel for your cruise control and stereo. It also has a rear diff lock, which none of the other vehicles have, that come as part of the GLXR package. It has a lap sash centre seat belt, and it has driver, passenger, side and curtain airbags as well. The other thing you need to think about is all of these vehicles have individual differences. For example, the Hilux now has curtain airbags, whereas this has side airbags and front airbags. The Suzu has front airbags. Some have got lap sash seat belts for the rear middle passenger, some have only got lap seat belts. The Ford Ranger has a 12-volt plug in the rear tray. So they've all got individual differences, and that's something you need to have a look at. Way too much detail for me to go through here in terms of what they all are. Look it up on the websites if you really are interested. But suffice to say, they've all been exceptionally competent in terms of what we've put them through over the last 2 days, and they've all performed to varying degrees of ease everything we've asked of them. You'll notice we've put the trailer on the back of the Triton today because it just has trailed that with ease. It has not even noticed it's been on the back, and the trailer itself's been just a gem. So what we'll do, we'll go for a bit more of a drive, we'll add up our scores, and then we'll come up with a win a bit later on. Okay, we've had our fun for the weekend. We've taken these up through the Wadigans, as you've seen from the footage. We've put them through mud patches, we've taken them up rock shelves, we've taken them on the freeway, we've taken them on back roads, and then we've taken them down Stockton Beach in some of the softest sand in the east coast of Australia, down sand dunes, and just had, quite frankly, a bundle of fun for the weekend. But in all of this, because it is a knockout to find out what the winner is, there's only going to be one. So 3 of these vehicles sort of come in second. Let me start off by saying that each of these vehicles has proved themselves to be amazingly competent. You could buy any of these and be happy with it doing what we've done for the weekend, and that's probably what 90-odd% of the people would do with these vehicles. We have said at the start it's aimed at recreational buyers as opposed to work buyers, so we haven't really gone into anything with regard to tray sizes or anything like that. The thing that's key for us is towing capacity. What we did is we rated the vehicles over 11 criteria and stars out of 5, and they were ranging from handling, off-road ability, comfort, price, safety, the whole range of factors. There was 4 drivers. Each driver drove each vehicle under each conditions and rated the vehicles independently of each other. And at the end of the weekend, got them all together with their comments, added them up and came up with a winner. The first vehicle that's knocked out is the Suzu Gmax. Unfortunately, it has the lowest ground clearance of the 4 vehicles, not aided by the 16-inch wheels. Rated exceptionally highly on value for money because it's the best priced vehicle here, and without exception was the best vehicle on sand. It absolutely glided over the top of dunes where some of the others really struggled. It is aimed probably a little bit more at the work market than the recreational vehicle market, but given what we put it through, very capable. But that's the first one knocked out. Okay, the second vehicle knocked out is the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. It sort of just came in average all the way through. It performed, again, averagely in all of the functions we put it through. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst in anything. Highly optioned up, but more of a showpiece, which could really work for a number of the recreational vehicle buyers. Overall, not a bad vehicle, but again, across the 4 scorers, it came in third. So there we're left with two of our perennial favourites, the Toyota Hilux SR5 and the Mitsubishi Triton GLXR. Both of these vehicles again performed excellently in certain areas. The Hilux had a couple of negatives in that it was the most expensive vehicle here and didn't have the same level of internal appointments as what the Triton does. It also only tows 2,250 kilos, which in the recreational vehicle market is a limiting factor. But it typically performed with Toyota efficiency and really did nothing wrong over the entire weekend. The Mitsubishi Triton represents excellent value for money in terms of the internal features, what you get for it. It was probably the best vehicle off-road and the best vehicle on-road. Well priced, 3,000 kilo towing capacity, and these were actually quite close in terms of who came out on top for the winner. So I guess you really want to know who the winner is. Who is the four-wheel drive dual cab ute of the year winner? Again, these vehicles very close in terms of the scoring, but there can only be one winner. And the winner for us is the Mitsubishi Triton GLXR. Excellent value for money. It is a host of features inside, full range of safety features, will tow 3,000 kilos. It's a 5-speed Tiptronic automatic. It has more what you're looking for in terms of the recreational vehicle market. It has a rear diff lock. It has a centre lap sash seat belt in the back. It's got more room in the back. And it performed effortlessly over most of the functions that we put it through over the weekend. When you combine all that, when it has a 5-year manufacturer's warranty of 130,000 kilometres, it has a 10-year powertrain warranty and 5-year roadside assist, you really can't go past this particular vehicle for a recreational off-road vehicle. 4 vehicles that we chose, all 4 exceptionally competent, the one winner being the Mitsubishi Triton GLXR. If you want to read the full article on our weekend and all of the vehicles, go to anyauto.com.au and have a look at the article there. It goes into much more depth than we do here and also got a whole heap more pictures. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.